night after the party, like Rosewood is open until 3 a.m. So that's like the only thing that's open. And usually like all the drunk people go there, right?
Yeah, it's packed. It's usually packed.
It's usually packed, right? So me and my, I think, it was 3 of us. And we were just having a conversation. We're like we're sharing advice and having like these deep talks.
Yeah.
So I see like 3 girls walk in. And you know those friends that are like usually loudmouths, like they like to get everyone involved. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna act up because girls are here now, right? And of course,
your friend.
Yeah, my friend, he's a loudmouth. So we're sitting like in the middle, and the girls sit right beside us. So I'm like, oh, here it comes, right?
What do you say?
So he goes, oh, excuse me, we're just trying to get something from a girl's perspective and shit like that. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then the girl's like, they're giving us mad attitude.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, because
they don't want to be bothered?
No, they thought we were going to flirt with them.
Oh, okay.
So they're being mad rude to my friend.
Yeah.
They're like, hurry up, finish your story. They're counting down. That's the most disrespectful you get.
No way.
While he's trying to question them, she's going 5, 4.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy, right?
Yeah.
And so we got past that point where it's like they thought we were flirting with them, but now they understood, oh no, we're just trying to get some advice from my boy.
Yeah.
Right? So they got along, and at the end, right, that one girl that was giving hella attitude was being like, oh, you're weird, you're actually cool to my boy, right? And she called me weird, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, how can I transition this to tell them like, oh, follow me on TikTok? Because I wanna see the reaction. And you know how we practice like transitioning combos?
Yeah.
So someone said TikTok, right? And I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this on my TikTok. Just go follow because I'm gonna put a storyline. And then they're like, the one girl, when I got the phone, the one girl in the corner was like, wait a minute. I recognize you. You kind of look familiar.
Yeah.
And the girl that's calling me a weirdo and giving us attitude, she's like,
Has he changed?
She's like, wait. So I type in my shit and I say, boys, when I give her the phone, we're gonna dip right away. I give her back the phone. They're all like, whoa. They start taking their Snapchat out and they're filming me. They're trying to be nice. And so there's a video of me floating around of me just like giving the middle finger to all these 3 girls on Snapchat. Like, bro, oh my God. The way girls switch up when they know who you are.
It's like the gold digger prank. You know, back like the Fuzi shit?
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Like I got pissed off. Like, why just treat everyone nicely, bro? Like,
I know. I think it's because they want to like feel important too.
Yeah.
Or they want to feel more important from. Because I'm not gonna lie, girls, they have to have like a certain like expectation for you to wanna be attracted to them. You know what I'm saying?
100.
Like they have to hold their ground so that you can go ahead and try to like, swoop in.
Yeah. And obviously they're coming back from a club, so it's like, what do you call this? Their ego is
like through the roof.
Already
they're already getting hit on, bro.
Yep.
Yo, honestly, if girls treat you like that, don't take it to heart.
Yeah.
Because there's some good girls out there that won't treat you like that.
Yeah.
And it's usually not because it's you. It's usually because something else that's going on in there.
Yeah. Bro, they're trying to tell me shit like, why are you guys out on a Monday night? Why are you out on a Monday night? Like, what the fuck are you telling me, man?
That's so stupid.
Like, oh my God, never mind. But yeah, that shit just pissed me off.
So they're trying to like say, what are you doing?
Yeah,
and then they're out there too?
Like, literally, it was the biggest shit test. Like, they were trying to see if we could stand our ground. And my boy was just taking it. He was like,
fuck shit test, bro. That's what I hate.
I hate shit tests, man.
It's so stupid, bro. It's so stupid.
Like, what are you trying to get out of it? Like, I'm a bitch? Okay, bet. Like, call me a bitch then.
My God, bro. Why do you think girls shit test you?
Shit test? I don't know. I think a girl's natural instinct is to, if some guy's gonna flirt with them, they want a guy who's gonna protect them. So if they can page you and get through that wall,
through like stress,
then you're not worthy. True. If you say like, oh, I can stand my ground, I think they feel more protected and like more attractive, I guess.
They're more attracted to you if you pass the shit test. Yeah, that's true. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it actually works. Yo, did you hear the smile theory?
Smile theory. What? That you it takes more things to frown than smile, or no?
No. So there's this thing going around right now, and they say it's something you can do right now and it'll make you more attractive to everybody. Like,
okay.
Girls will find you more attractive. Guys will find girls more attractive if they follow this smile theory.
What is it?
So, do you know what an inner smile is?
No. Like smiling in your mind or something?
So, imagine smiling right now. Imagine it.
All right.
And then think about it.
Yeah.
See, you almost smiled right there, right?
Oh.
So, everybody has like an inner smile when they hear like smile, and inside they're thinking about something happy.
Yeah.
They kind of like give like a little.
It's already natural. Like
They kind of give like a little like your cheeks like literally just want like this. Feel me? Now this is real.
Yeah.
If you start doing that when you walk around in public,
Yeah.
people will be more attracted to you. Cause you know how there's like a resting bitch face,
Yeah.
and then even just like an angry resting face. If you have that in the back of your head, like the inner smile, people want to approach you more. You're more like welcoming. People want to be in your vicinity. So try it and see what happens.
True. Has anybody been like, okay, so for me, like a lot of people when they first meet me, they already think like I'm a bitch. So obviously they'll shit this me. I don't know until I like maybe tell them what I do. And like, but like, I feel like with you, no mans are pressing you. I guess it's like an image or I guess. Cause it's like maybe I have baby face and mans are like, oh yeah, he's already a bitch. I could treat him how I want to already. But have you ever gone with like a first interaction where already like some guy's trying to downplay you?
Yeah, one time, but it's like in Muay Thai, like in the gym.
But no, I'm telling like social interaction though.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
The day it all changed was when I grew a mustache.
See?
I swear to God.
Okay, I think that is.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yo, like for real, that used to happen. Like people would kind of treat me differently until I got facial hair.
See, okay, maybe
I swear to God.
That has to be a theory because it's like they'll hit me with, oh, you're a baby or some shit like that. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm 22. Like the girls that I was talking to, they're like, oh, you guys like 19 or something? Bro, I'm 22. Okay, like I just can't grow facial hair. That's it.
But I don't know. Because there's some people that are clean shaven that are still like, they give off that.
They still give off that
oomph.
Yeah.
You know,
the presence.
Yeah, it's a presence thing. I think it's just a presence thing.
Yeah.
But usually when you think of those people that are clean shaven, they usually have like something that holds them to it or like holds the edge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes people interesting if they have like an edge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because if somebody's just like just bland inside and out, they're just bland. Nobody wants to like have a taste.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're bland and have like an edge of, let's say you see the most innocent looking person and then you realize, holy fuck, that's a Navy SEAL and they've like stopped terrorists and killed like how many terrorists?
You're gonna treat them different.
You're gonna treat them like, yo, it's intriguing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's a theory or not, but I think the more it stretches on the spectrum of like obscure to normal looking, like if you're normal looking, but whatever you do that edge is like super obscure, it's more, I don't know if it's attractive or like intriguing, even with girls.
So they have to have something weird, but they gotta look normal.
I think it's more intriguing because look, if you see like a rock star, but he looks like a rock star,
Yeah.
you already know.
Okay, so
it's what it is. What it is.
So, like,
it's inside and out.
Yeah. So you know the ratio of like Fruitopia and Sprite, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be like what do you call this? What is it? 70% Sprite or Fruitopia and then 30% thing. What is like the percentage?
What is the perfect?
Yeah. What is the perfect?
No, I'm saying like the farther away it is.
Yeah.
The farther away it is. So if you're normal looking, but your obscurity is like super far up there.
Yeah. That's
the distance. The distance is what matters, I think, personally.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe that's just me how I see people.
Low-key, I'm trying to remember when I met like those type of people.
Like regular looking people.
Yeah, but it's like the ones like you can get a feeling of like, oh, they're kind of weird on the inside already.
Yeet.
Who?
Yeet.
He's normal looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's normal looking, but his edge is like crazy.
Oh, is that just crazy? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
Or like if you meet for example, great one is the boring girl in your class.
Oh yeah.
And then one day you find out the boring girl in your class is a pro gamer or something. Or she's like a Muay Thai champion. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's even more intriguing because the distance from normal to obscurity is like way out. It's like farther from it. But if she already looked kind of interesting and then she matches like her interesting obscurity, then it is what it is.
For sure. Because I feel like as humans, we're just mad curious about others. So it's like if there's layers and layers, you're gonna keep peeling all those layers until it gets boring.
Yeah,
and then you're like,
facts.
no, never mind. You know what I mean?
Real shit, like if you met a cat and then it starts barking and shit.
Yeah,
yeah, like what fuck? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good, yeah.
Right?
That's
a great example.
That's facts.
And yeah, I think the more I try to find those people, the more I see everyone at the same like, You know how they say like don't judge a book by its cover?
Yeah.
That shit's so true. That shit's so true. That shit's so true.
But I feel like we all do it though. Like no matter what, like even though we can say to ourselves repetitively, don't judge a book by its cover. You're gonna see a homeless man, you're gonna judge about the homeless man by its looks. Am I wrong?
Everybody will.
Yeah.
But that's like our survival instincts.
Exactly.
Regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if we see a snake, we're gonna be afraid of snakes.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I think a lot of us, we hold so much power to it. Like it's too forceful on our emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't give somebody a chance if they look a certain way.
Yeah.
And we'll never get to know them if we stay that kind of ignorant, you know?
Yeah. Pretty privileged, bro.
Yeah, even that too. Like this is real. I hear a lot of like, personally, some of my friends, you can call them like very pretty. They find it harder to find guys that, I don't know, are more attractive.
Because it's like the guys are intimidated.
Yeah.
Really?
If
Okay.
you think about it, because if something's so like, you know, if you're like, oh, everybody's already trying.
Yeah, that sucks too. Because it's like your ego is at a all-time high probably. Because you're like, yeah, I'm pretty as fuck, but no one's coming up to you.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
Because it's like you're too what's the word? It's too intimidating.
Yeah.
Too intimidating.
Damn. And guys, for sure, is like it's already hard for guys in the club to find girls. So imagine like you're too pretty to thing. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like you know you're pretty when you can finesse bottles and you can. If you're a guy and you finesse bottles, you're pretty. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay. Theory right now.
Yeah.
If there's a pretty girl in the room, and then let's say she's like a 20 out of 10, and then there's another girl that's, let's say, a 19 out of 10. So she's just as pretty, just
Yeah.
one mark under. Does one of them get uglier because there's a comparison?
Oh, 100%. That I think that 19 becomes like a 10 out of 20 now. Because it's like that
crazy.
one's perfect.
Because
That one-
there's something that
yeah.
changes your perception, right? Now, this is a real thing, but have you ever noticed why vending machines, there's always a Coca-Cola one and then there's a Pepsi one right beside it? Have you noticed that?
No, I haven't.
So if you go to like a stadium,
Yeah.
they usually have one machine
Just
and then
all for Coke and Pepsi?
yeah, and then another one for like the Pepsi products.
Why?
But why would they put it right beside each other? Check this out.
Yeah.
Because if there's a Coke machine, right? You're in your head, your thought process is, okay, am I gonna buy a Coke or not?
Yeah.
But when you see Coke and Pepsi, the thought process in your head is, which one will I get?
Okay.
So you're gonna buy it. It's just which one. So it changes from am I gonna buy to which one do I buy? Now this is real science, fam. This is real like marketing science. Both companies started profiting way more and increased the sales the moment competition was right beside it.
Damn.
Because it no longer became a choice of am I hungry or not? Am I thirsty or not?
They give you options.
It became a which one do I want?
I
So
thought
all parties increased.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be worse for Pepsi because you know how Coke is industry leader. So say like you put a 10 out of 10 beside a 9 out of 10, they're always gonna choose the Coke. So how does it benefit Pepsi then?
No, it's because there's preference.
There's
of course.
preference? Okay,
Because
okay.
everybody's different.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like if you put girls in the room, maybe one guy is like into something else
You're
than
right,
the other
you're
guy. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, right. So another marketing one that I seen was a blue raspberry.
Oh, that's not real, right?
Yeah, because when I
didn't
saw-
know that shit.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I thought
Oh,
blue
God.
raspberry was a real. I thought it was a real like fruit.
Oh God. I seen this TikTok. It was like, you know, raspberries aren't blue, right? I'm like, wait, no, they are. And then I searched it up. It's red. And
Yeah.
for the longest time, I think because red already had its main players
With
like
strawberry, cherry.
cherries, watermelon. What's that one? The fruit with all of them mixed together. The pop.
What is that?
A fruit. It's fruit something.
Oh, fruit punch.
Fruit punch.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
those are the big players. So nothing was really marketed in blue. So raspberry, they just pretended to dye raspberries and called it blue raspberry. And you know how popular that shit got?
Yo, what the fuck is blue? Because there's
Yeah.
only like blueberry. But blueberry doesn't even taste like good as a pop.
Yeah. So if you really bag it, like, fam, raspberries aren't blue, but it tastes blue. You know what I mean? It's like it tastes.
It became that. Because blue Gatorade is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And any candy that's blue is that flavor.
Like Sour Patch Kids, there's blue ones that taste like
Oh,
blue.
there's not even like blue fruits besides blueberry that people would even fuck with. And blueberry's not even blue. That shit's purple.
Yeah. Exactly.
But the read have grape is purple.
Another one too, Pringles.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to call themselves chips.
Wait, why?
Because before, Pringles had Pringles chips labeled on the thing.
Yeah.
But to be labeled as chips, I think, what's that, FDA? It's like the health.
Yeah.
So like the FDA said that if you don't, if you are not making chips from actual potatoes.
Wait, it's not potato?
No Pringles?
That's not potato?
No, fam.
Shit.
It's made out of a powder, and they make it into a paste, and they heat it up, and it becomes.
But it's not like
Pringle.
Corn.
No, fam. I don't know what the fuck is in Pringles. It's not potatoes or anything corn.
It's probably corn something.
Maybe, I don't know, but it's like with all these like toxic shit in it.
Ew, bruh.
But they're not allowed to label it chips because it's not chips.
Damn.
So a chip has to be a potato cut up into thin slices, either fried or put in the oven, and you can call it chips.
And then you can call it chips.
Yeah. That's just
So Pringles
gross.
are just Pringles.
Yeah, Pringles are really just Pringles, bro. They're in their own lanes.
Ew, bro.
Look, gross ass.
There's something
Pringles.
I heard about like Taco Bell is the worst meat you can possibly get, and it's just passing. It's just passing like the FDA thing approved.
But well, regardless, they'll still go to Taco Bell, even though they know. I don't know why, but even though they'll shit and diarrhea after, something brings them back.
I think it's like the nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
For me, it's nostalgia. That's why I always get like the fries supreme. I fuck with it.
Yeah. It's so funny when they had a BuzzFeed video when they made Mexicans try Taco Bell.
Oh, it's
and their
ass.
shit,
Yeah.
But you know that you get the one Mexican who's like, oh, this shit actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's
Like,
really good. For what it is, it's actually kind of good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But that's what everything is. It's supposed to make you. It's literally supposed to stimulate your senses that it tastes like amazing.
Yeah.
Like I recently tried Lay's, or is it Ruffles?
Yeah.
But I don't really eat chips. I don't really eat like potato chips or anything. And my sister bought Ruffles. I'm like, let me try a bit.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it since like a kid.
Yeah.
So me being me, I stay away from salt. I broke a little piece off the Ruffles.
Yeah.
Literally like a minuscule Squidward bite ass piece, fam.
Damn.
I put it in my mouth, pause.
Yeah.
That shit was so salty. That was like the saltiest thing ever.
Yeah.
And it was just a little corner. So imagine I put that whole thing in my
No.
mouth, pause.
I think like one taco is like how many calories or
sodium?
Yeah, sodium. That shit is
Fuck.
that shit is crazy.
Yeah, but they really take advantage of it because you're just gonna say, oh, it's tasty.
Yeah.
You just douse hella sodium in it. Like we're just used to it now.
Yeah.
Because everything else is competing.
That's
So
true.
if there's no competition,
Yeah.
then there wouldn't be like you know what I mean? There wouldn't be anything for comparison.
True. Something that that's gross too that they do at restaurants. I remember I went to St. Louis. I think it was 2 days ago. And then I went to I think it was Jack Astor's in the Toronto one.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. But these big chain restaurants, they don't wash their cups.
Ew.
So you'll see like the lip marks.
Ew.
Still, and I was like, this is gross.
It's like you're kissing somebody.
Yeah, like I know they do like a little rinse and then they put that shit back out.
My cousin, when he washed the dish, he put his
Yeah.
fingers in and goes like this.
No, one thing that happened when we just moved into the apartment, remember
Yeah.
the spaghetti scenario?
What spaghetti scenario?
So I was rushing for school, right?
Yeah.
And I was washing dishes and I was late. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck, let me quickly clean the top and I'll do the bottom later,
Oh my
right?
God, that's so
No, listen,
stupid, bro.
So I was gonna clean it later, but I just cleaned the top, I put it in the washing machine. I was like, Carlos is never gonna flip over this plate. Like the fact that you actually flipped over this plate, you sent me a picture and you're like, yo, bro, you better go.
It's dirt, bro. Nah, because I expect if clean dishes are clean, it's clean through and through. You know what I mean? Because if it's leaving it half-ass, then it's not done.
Yeah.
It might as well not be done, so we know it's not done.
But it's so crazy. Like
That's deception.
It's like the things that I would never expect you to do, you would always do. I don't know.
Shit doesn't slide with me, bro. Like I pay too much attention, fam.
Real
I
shit.
pay attention to details stuff.
Facts. You actually do.
I actually do. I'm not gonna lie. But do you think it's a bad thing?
Why?
Because I overthink everything. Because I contemplate that. Like, damn, am I really like living up to par right now? Because am I just like OCDing and
No,
shit?
I don't. I think it's normal. Like
It's
I
normal?
I would rather have a clean house than a dirty one. You feel me? Like if you were OCD, you're always cleaning and shit like that.
I guess that's too much.
Yeah.
I guess there's like a too much like line. I'm like kind of under it still.
But it's like in situations where like there's supposed to be stress, like you don't panic. So it's like I don't think that like anxiety gets to you in stressful situations, which
You know
makes
what?
it weird.
You know what though? It does though. Like people just
does?
don't see it.
Yeah, you're calm. You're super calm.
Yeah, like fam, I'm actually Like people don't see it, but like sometimes I could be.
Yeah, because all the times I've been with you in a situation where you're supposed to actually be stressed. Oh no, if you want to travel with someone, travel with Carlos. No, it's like take your equipment out the back. I was like, yeah, bro, like, okay, here. Like he's super
You know
calm.
why?
Yeah.
It's because my parents, my family, they're S tier stress.
Yeah. I don't know why Filipinos have raging anxiety at the airport. Raging.
S tier stress, bro. So if I have anxiety and the fam is always like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have to find a way to calm myself down. Zen in all like every single moment.
Yeah.
Always.
You should have been with me because at the St. Louis parking lot, this is fucked.
Yeah.
So I didn't know, like, those little curbs in the parking lot, the yellow, like, ridges?
The bump.
The bumps,
Yeah.
yeah. So I parked my car, right? The parking beside me didn't have that ridge. The other one to my right didn't have that ridge. So I'm like, okay, let me go forward because I'm not trying to reverse. There's no one in front of me. I hit the gas. All you see,
Oh shit! What the fuck?
and there's two ridges. So my car, my front tire is stuck in between those two ridges.
You got stuck?
And yeah, I got stuck. So
Fuck.
all you smell in my car is gas.
Oh shit!
The people in my car, yo, what the fuck? I smell gas. Everyone get out the car. I'm like, yo, at this moment, you have to relax,
Yo.
bro. My girl's like, everyone get the fuck away from the car. I'm like, it's not steaming.
Yeah,
Can men
it's
just
not-
relax?
it's not that serious,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I call my daddy and he's like, okay, just try and get it out, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, just hit the brakes, just go over it. So I go a bit backward, hit the gas. All I hear at the front is everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm like, can y'all just relax? It's like a movie. Like you guys are like, oh my god, no.
They just want to be excited about it, bro.
Yeah,
Were man's
like-
drunk?
No, they weren't.
They
This
weren't?
This is all sober.
They're bored. Mans are bored.
No, because it's like they're panicking, but obviously it's like they cared for me because they don't want nothing to happen. But bro, imagine I was with you guys, like it would be totally different story. Because they were like, yo, check the leaks.
It's Filipinos, bro. Filipinos love to exaggerate
there was
shit.
4 Filipinos in my car.
There you go, bro.
4 Filipinos.
Filipinos love to exaggerate shit. Look at the teleseries, you know what I mean? It's all over dramatic.
It's like my car was going in slow motion with the Hindi. Dudush. And they're the pan to them like,
bro.
my
goodness.
Filipinos in stress, man.
But it's fun. It's funny because I think Filipinos, they have the best storytelling.
Oh, 100, yeah.
High key, I think Filipinos have the best storytelling. I'll still hold this down to this day, bro.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it's black people are really good at storytelling too, though.
Yeah.
They're really, really good. But I think with Filipinos, it's almost a thing of like they have to fluctuate their voice in a way. You know what I mean? Because Tagalog is kind of like like this, right?
It is.
So when they're telling the story, especially in English, it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Because like you have the you have the regular, because I think there's a regular like storytelling voice when you read a storybook to a kid.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, right? And then with Tagalog, on top of that, it's like 2 waves now. You know what I'm saying? So it's both of them at the same time. And then when they're telling you some spicy ass drama, that shit's just addictive.
Yeah. And it's funny. I think it's funnier too because the English, the accent.
Yeah.
Because it's like they'll combine, they'll be like Filipino English, so it's like they'll mix bad words into and they'll emphasize to like my car went over the bit, you know, like they'll add shit.
But we're probably biased though, because I can guarantee there's probably a lot of like Latino families that are super expressive with their storytelling. It's just that I wouldn't be able to hear it as much because I'm just surrounded by Filipinos all the time instead.
But my friend is also dating a white person, and she got invited into like the fam jams at the white parties. Yeah, and she's like, yo, it's totally different. Like everyone is fancy. Like there's
What do you mean fancy?
Character boards, the way they talk. So it's like, oh, how's your job going? Oh, how's it there?
I hate that. I hate the fake, the like pretend.
Have you ever been to like a white party, like a white, like you're the only thing, like you're the only
I've been
other
to
race,
like a work party. I've been to like a work party like that, but nah.
Bro, I'll tell you. So my mom is a caretaker of this white family, and they all grew up now, and they're getting like they're all married and shit.
Yeah.
So we had to go to their wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, not wedding, but like the christening for the babies, and they invited us after for the backyard party. And I'm telling you, fam, it's like the only thing I said was probably like, oh yeah. Yeah, like, you know, the fake nod and like the smile. I did that for like 2 hours, bro. I swear, this shit was so crazy. My dad was like, yo, we're in Get Out Filipino edition right now.
You know why I hate it so much? Is because that's what you're supposed to do, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I think nowadays, if you put me in that setting, I'll still be the exact same.
That's
like,
good.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
But before, I would have to play that like, oh yeah, everything's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it's normal. You don't. Yeah.
Josh did the perfect impression of me.
How?
Because I told Josh, yo, I'm going to a fam jam right now. He's like, I have to dip. I'm going to a fam jam. He's like, oh, word. And then you're gonna hit him with the, oh, how's the podcast? It's good. It's so accurate. It's so
good.
accurate.
It's good. Yo, no, facts.
It's good.
Facts. You always hit it, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm good. It's good. But I caught myself recently. I was at a fam jam, and I became the Tito that asked, "Oh, how's school?"
And you hit him with the accent too.
No, I didn't, because I don't have an accent.
Yeah.
But I caught myself like asking like how school is.
Yeah.
But
What's wrong with that though?
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm actually curious. Like it was a genuine question.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm actually curious like how's school going.
But the line that like
it's
that
just,
was said, you did
it's
it.
just so weird to me. That's like, damn, I'm really this now.
You getting
Fuck,
old,
bro.
fam.
No, I saw the TikTok age filter. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I tried the age filter, fam. Maybe I'll put a pic on screen.
Yeah.
My God. Like the wrinkles are crazy. I didn't
Damn.
know. And they say like this filter
Yeah.
gives a really, really accurate depiction of how you're gonna look when you're older.
Yep.
Bro, they hit me with dermatologists say, yeah, they're saying that in the
Whoa.
TikTok. So I tried the filter. Fuck, I got shook.
Yeah.
So just right now, I'm trying to like, because I don't even do nothing to my skin. Surprisingly, I actually don't do nothing to my skin.
Yeah, I know, which is crazy.
Yeah, and I think it's just my genetics. But now I think I'm gonna have to start using some like
Non-wrinkle.
non-wrinkle, anti-aging, like sunscreen, whatever.
I went to Shoppers Drug Mart, bought out all the non-wrinkle stuff after seeing that filter.
Yo, no, for real, like it scared me.
Yeah.
Cause I don't wanna. At the same time though, how accurate are those?
I don't know. To be honest, it's like, but I did see those theories where it's like, yeah, that is accurate, and it's like, it'll tell you if you're gonna be like still attractive when you're old. And a lot of people are saying like, yo, this is true because there was a fluctuation. Not everyone was ugly on that filter, and a lot of people were.
Some people look good.
Some people look good. Yeah.
Some people look good, bro. Especially some white people. Like
Yeah,
they look
yeah.
really good.
No,
I'm like,
facts.
damn. I guess they age nice still.
Yeah.
It was a lie.
No, maybe or they're just trying to break stereotypes. They're like they put in like in the code, black person, I make them ugly. White person, since the stereotype, make them look beautiful.
Oh, because it's like the black don't crack.
Yeah. Because really, Asian don't raise and black don't crack. So
yeah, it like this is real.
yeah.
Asians don't start looking old until they're like really old, and then all of a sudden they start getting wrinkly.
At a random age.
Yeah,
too.
but they look young. They look fresh. I want to say like my Lola at 60, late 60s, she's still looking like young, yo.
And then 61 hit, totally different Lola, bro.
Yeah.
It's not my Lola.
61 hit, oh shit. Nah, I'm playing.
That's hilarious, yo.
No, my Lola watches this every day.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, Lola. Still look very beautiful. So the NFL season is officially here, and every Sunday, me and my friends gather around to watch the game. Since that time of the year is back, we've partnered up with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official partner of the National Football League, to bring you guys an exciting way to join in the action right now. So you guys can download the DraftKings app, use our promo code JUMPPOD, JUMPPOD, at just $5, and boom, 200 in bonus bets hit your account instantly. I promise you guys, you can't miss out, so get some skin in the game and go download the DraftKings app right now. That's right, new customers who bet just $5 on any wager will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. Stay in on the action, guys, and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays. Combine multiple bets together from the same game for a shot at an even bigger payout. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry, you can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings daily fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers who use our promo code JUMPPOD, JUMPPOD, bet just $5 on any wager can get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code JUMPPOD only at DraftKings Sportsbook. So if your business earns millions or tens of millions of revenue, stop what you're doing and take a listen, because NetSuite by Oracle has just rolled out one of the best offers we've ever seen. So NetSuite gives you visibility and control you need to make better decisions faster. And for the first time in NetSuite's 25 years as the #1 cloud financial system, you can defer payments of a full NetSuite implementation for 6 months. That's no payment, no interest for 6 months, and you can take advantage of this special financing offer today. So NetSuite is #1 because they give your business everything you need in real time, all in one place, to reduce manual processes, boost efficiency, build forecasts, and increase productivity across every department. So I know a lot of you guys have your own businesses, and NetSuite makes it super easy by giving you the power to have all this information in one place, so you guys can make better decisions and not spend a whole lot of time manually doing it yourselves. So more than 36,000 companies have already upgraded to NetSuite, gaining visibility and control over their financials, inventory, HR, e-commerce, and more. If you've been sizing NetSuite up to make the switch, then you know this deal is unprecedented. No interest, no payments. Take advantage of this special financing offer today at netsuite.com/jumpers, JUMPERS. netsuite.com/jumpers to get the visibility and control you need to weather any storm. netsuite.com/jumpers. So whether you're searching for the latest sneaker drop, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. Yup, we're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that make the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their field, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you've always wanted, and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure the watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather, and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. At eBay, expert authenticators inspect every detail of select handbags, sneakers, watches, and jewelry you love. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal with eBay's Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
But I heard this is like a real scientific thing. So you know how older people, they'll tend to have like short hair, especially like the Lola hair. I kind of have it right now. Feel me? This type of hair is like a Lola type of hairstyle. Check this out. If you have longer hair, especially like straight long hair, and you're older, you actually look younger. Like it makes you look way, way, way younger.
Longer hair at older age.
Yeah, and it's all the style. It's all based on style. So, it's really dependent on like what era they grew up in, because what they try to do, this is just my theory on it, but usually like older people, they'll try to get like the stylish hairstyles that were stylish back in their day. So that becomes like an old hairstyle.
It like just came back.
But if they still stick with trends to modern day, they'll look super young.
Super young, okay. No, that kind of makes sense because Billy Ray, he has the mullet. It's in right now. He still looks young.
He still looks young.
Yeah.
Because he has that long hair right now. He's looking young, fam. But if he had like, let's say, a buzz or like shorter hair, he would, like the George Clooney, bro would look old, fam.
So it's like, so at young people should have shorter hair to make them look younger.
Older.
Oh, older.
No, but well, some young people want to look older to be more like mature, taken seriously, especially in business. But the opposite, like if you're older and want to look younger, you'd want to like get a modern hairstyle that's super kind of trendy. Because if you think about it, if you see like a grandma dressed like how, dressed in like Skims,
it wouldn't look right.
No, like low-key she'll look young.
I don't know about that. I don't think
she'll definitely look younger.
She'll look younger, but
she'll definitely look younger, bro.
She'll look younger, but it wouldn't look right. I feel like it's like
I'm not talking like a super old grandma. I'm talking about like, you know what I mean, like still
like
still kind of youthful in there.
Okay, got you.
she'll probably look younger, bro.
Yeah. No, like that. The sister and the mom that's really famous on TikTok. The mom always looks young because she's just a twin. She's just copying the clothes.
Yeah. The Asian.
You know who I'm talking about?
The Asian one.
The Asian one. Yeah.
And then there's like another generation. That was crazy.
I know.
It's like great grandmother, grandmother, mom, and then the daughter.
Yeah,
but they all had like kids at really young ages though.
Do you think it's going down? I mean, like the age where we have kids is going down. Like
I feel like
it's
we're
younger.
not having kids in general.
What?
Like a lot of us aren't having kids.
I don't know why, but stuff that's popping up on my TikTok is me making meals as a 19-year-old mom for 3 kids.
Wait.
Yeah, have you seen those?
Nah, I haven't.
You have those?
Maybe
Fam,
it's just on your side.
So many TikToks, like random moms, like these teen moms,
Really?
having 3-4 kids, bro. I'm like,
Really?
holy smokes, like,
So I guess it's not true then.
Yeah,
Because Elon Musk's theory was that we're not having a lot of kids right now, and the population is actually really low for what it should be.
it's actually blessed.
Like it's low for what it should be.
Yeah.
So what's happening is like there's a lot of older people, but not a lot of younger people.
Damn.
So there has to be like because in a sense, what we want is a lot more younger people than older people.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
those are the ones that are gonna kind of take care of the world. But it's the opposite now.
Yeah.
Like older people are living longer, and there's not as much as younger people being born. And my dad has a theory too. He pretty much said, you know how like China, there's like a mandatory like you can't have more than like 2 kids or something.
Yeah.
There's like a law, I think, actually. But pretty much what happens because they force that, what happens to the workforce? Everybody's what? Everybody's old, bro. Everybody's old. And then since they don't have a lot of kids, because back then they had hella kids. That's why there's
So they can
there's huge.
replace.
Yeah, there's no one to replace it. So they have such a huge economy, but like since there's so much people but it's older people, who's replacing the older people now? There's no young people to replace those spots.
Yeah.
So all of these empty jobs, and then what's gonna happen for me?
Like there's a 1-2 intern, but that's literally it.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
So the mans are lasting long, bro. Mans are lasting long. And do you think we're gonna live like really long? Because if
I don't even know what's gonna happen in the next 5 years, bro. Like I don't know if this shit's gonna go like
apocalypse tomorrow,
like
type shit?
you know what I mean? It's like it's weird, but it's like, have you seen that shit where it's like, since you're very you're into religious stuff, you've seen like that one world order stuff, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like the aliens are gonna come in. There's gonna be a god that's supposed to be a god.
The Antichrist.
The Antichrist.
That's actually in the book of Revelation.
Yeah, which is crazy.
There's supposed to be like a false prophet.
Yeah.
That comes through.
And then I also saw something where there was this girl at like a grocery store. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the first one to pay for my groceries through my hand," and she goes like this, and she goes over the scanner. She goes and it goes beep bink.
Yo, I can do that too.
No. But it had the hand, and also in the I think in the book of Revelation it said something about how you should never sell your body to do that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like once you do that, you're actually like it's.
Oh,
super
that's
bad.
the mark of the beast, right?
The mark of the beast.
That's what they say.
The
Yeah,
mark of
yeah.
the beast. So it's like that stuff, this new technology, that's all it is. You know what I mean? So it's like foreshadowing.
There's a lot of shit that's in the book of Revelation that's kind of popping up right now.
Yeah.
Especially like the fires and stuff. That's a huge one.
No, when you showed me the Simpsons thing, I was like, "There's no way." I swear that they just created this, but it didn't. It was actually.
Wasn't. It's real, bro. Everything's being predicted. I don't know. I think. I really feel like culture kind of imitates, or no, almost predicts real life. Like pop culture predicts real life. What happens?
It's like, how would they get the message out through the kids? Like that's the easiest way. Like we participate in pop culture damn near every day. This shit is pop culture. All this pop culture.
Yeah, I know. Fuck, bro.
So it's weird.
Yeah, you heard the Joker theory. You know Batman?
Oh yeah.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, the Dark Knight.
Have you heard the Joker theory?
No.
So there's a theory that the Joker in Batman, he's actually the hero of the Dark Knight.
The Joker.
Just
Low key, I can get that. I think.
so hear me out. Look. Batman is obviously the hero, but Batman being in the city causes what? It low-key causes
violence.
Low-key causes violence.
Yeah.
Because in order for there to be a Batman, the city has to be bad. Now, when the Joker appeared, in The Dark Knight at least,
Yeah.
what did he do? He, dead ass, stopped all of the other rival gangs, all of the other organized crime,
Yeah.
and he made him pretty much the lead of everything. So there's no longer competition.
Yeah.
There's no longer anybody fighting each other because they're all under one gang.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, what ended up happening too, because of that, because of his reign, Batman kind of disappeared for a while.
Okay.
And that was after the Joker was stopped.
Yeah.
That was actually after the Joker was stopped. Because since the Joker's done, and that was just one gang,
Okay.
it's peace.
That's fucked. That Loki is true.
Think about it.
Bro was gone for a minute. Probably, Gotham City is probably blessed.
Real
You know
shit.
what I mean?
So, theory, does it take one evil to stop and prevent other evils? Maybe even worse.
Why is that though?
Does it take a lesser evil to stop like bigger evils and other problems? Because if you think about it, kind of makes sense. Like if there's not gonna be, let's say the elites, right? Who would replace them?
Yeah.
If you deep it like that, who would replace them? Like, and think about it on a sense of, okay, if there's a gang war in a city, one gang's always gonna be at the top, and then boom, let's say it get knocked off, like in The Godfather.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna replace him. And what if the person that replaces him is worse?
Is worse.
Because there's conflict already at the start.
So there would be no more gang violence.
No, there would be more.
There'd be more.
There'd be more. Or, I don't know. What do you think? I guess it just depends on the person and their ideals, right?
Yeah, because it's like, so if evil wins, because they're trying to knock off good, right? That's
Yeah.
why there's evil in the first place. So once the leader is evil, then everyone turns evil and it's regular now.
And it's regular,
so
exactly.
it's like one society. There's no difference.
Yeah.
That's why.
But I don't want to believe in like a true evil because that's terrible.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't want that in a society.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is once that evil gets knocked down, once that one evil gets knocked down, there's only one target. Then after that, is it not peace? Feel me?
Yeah, because imagine there was no God. There was just the other side. Everyone, no one's fighting anymore because it's like
And it's
there's
over,
no side. Yeah.
But it takes, you know what I mean, to be destroyed so that peace can come.
Peace can come.
That like the righteous can come, feel me?
That's fucking scary.
If you bag it like that. I've been thinking about that recently. Like
Yeah.
if there was a superhero, like let's say in Toronto right now, there's a superhero and he has powers that are able to, I guess, stop people. Would a bigger evil come to almost counteract it because there's a competition on the street?
Probably.
Somehow, right?
Yeah.
Because once there's one thing or something, just like the Coca-Cola and Pepsi thing,
There's
another would pop up.
yeah, that's kind of scary.
Like without Jumpers Jump, there wouldn't be that other fake podcast that copies us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and there wouldn't
yeah.
be no,
I know.
right? Like it takes one to have another.
Yeah, that's why the shit that like the rapture and shit that scares me is like I see all the comments like, oh, the real will know that this is not the God, and like the fake will know that this is actually will fall into the trap and stuff like that. Because like, yo, how would you actually know?
You would I don't know. I guess it's through faith.
Through faith,
It's
because
through
it's like
faith.
because the only thing that really is saving us. So a lot of people would obviously fall for that because it is saving us. But like it's like the Joker, how it's like, no, this is actually the real hero. Maybe.
You want the crazy theory?
What?
This is
I
like
haven't-
this gets
No,
dark though.
I'm gonna start overthinking because this is the rapture is the one thing that like made me overthink.
No, this is where it gets fucked.
Yeah.
So, you know Project Bluebeam, obviously.
Yeah.
So the theory is like they're gonna start a fake, almost rapture apocalypse.
Yeah.
With Project Bluebeam being aliens or whatever it may be.
And they're just holograms.
Yeah, and it's just holograms. It's all fake.
Yeah.
But everybody's gonna be fucking tripping out because it looks real.
Exactly.
But it's not gonna be the God of Catholicism or Christianity. It's something else.
Yeah.
Alien or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
To try and fool us and make us, you know?
And it's fucked too because like they've already started testing those holograms like in the NFL field. They had a panther for the Florida Panthers go around and start jumping.
That's just real.
Yeah. And then
fucked.
I think it's like I don't know if it's 4D or like it's 5D or something where these holograms can actually touch you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So obviously, if you don't know anything about these conspiracy theories, you're gonna like, nah, you're gonna run away from it. But obviously, they can't do anything but touch you. But the real ones will know, like, okay, this is just a fucking hologram.
I know. But
Yeah, that's why it scares me.
you know why it scares me a lot? Because fam, I'm pretty sure, because you know how I just said like pop culture imitates real life or predicts real life? That's dead ass what happened in Spider-Man.
What happened, Spider-Man?
You know Mysterio when he used the drones to create like a fake event?
No, I don't remember that because I didn't watch it.
Oh, so Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home. There's this supervillain named Mysterio. He wanted to pretend he's a superhero, so almost like a false god or like a savior. He created a hologram that looked like a threat, and he pretty much like planted explosives and shit, things to fall over on people, and just a huge natural disaster that he would save everybody from.
So they would start like
So
praising him.
they would praise him as the hero, but he was the one orchestrating everything.
That's crazy. Did he get caught or like it worked?
Spider-Man saved the day, obviously. He saved the day, but it's still like people got hurt, everything happened, yeah.
Because now I believe in like that whole alien thing. Because there's been I think it was like the biggest UFO alien sighting, and it wasn't pushed on the news.
Yeah.
So it happened in Zimbabwe. Have you heard of this story?
Yo, that's the one with the kids?
The kids.
Yeah.
So what do you call this? I think around Zimbabwe, around 10 a.m., everyone saw some flying objects moving at like crazy speeds, right?
Yeah.
Everyone overthink. And then it was luckily for these kids in school. Imagine you missed out on school that day,
I know,
but that's kind of crazy.
You got a sick day? Oh, shit.
But
Y'all saw aliens?
these kids in school literally just saw the object flying and the people in it.
Yeah.
So on their break, they went out to recess on their midday break, and they seen object flying saucer like fly into like an area with bushes, and they all said it was flashing red, yellow, blue. So obviously like the typical Asian you see in not Asian, the aliens you see in the cartoons. And then one kid. All the kids went up to it and got closer, and they seen a figure. So how they described it, big head, big eyes, like black bodysuit, and weird like fingers, like long fingers, like Sally, you know the thing. And then the kicker was that they wouldn't even communicate with them through verbal.
Oh, it would be like psychic.
Telepathy. So the alien would look at the kid straight in the eye and like give them images, and the kids were like, whoa, what's going on and shit like that. And then it was funny because they all got interviewed, they all drew the alien, and it all looked the same. So it's like, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, this happened a long time ago. I think when was this, like the 70s, 80s, something like that?
But it did never, that's crazy. And that shit should get pushed crazy.
Yeah, but like nobody, it's so, especially at the time, it's so far from what we think could be real.
I guess.
At least right now, it's a little bit more, we're kind of desensitized to crazy ideas and crazy concepts, that everything kind of more different or like, I guess you could say obscure. It's a little bit more normalized. Like, let's say the first time you heard of a skinwalker,
then it would be crazy.
But it was like you're 5 years old, around 2005. Around 2005, some shit like that. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, sounds crazy. Or even something as in AI for the first time.
Yeah.
Like speaking and being controlled, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You'll be like, yo, what the? But now we're dead ass desensitized. Nothing that crazy can happen. Like, I hope not. You know what I mean? Like, pray to God not. Yeah. But we're kind of like already prepared to see shit.
Because why is there a fucking apocalypse preparing show? What was that one where they prepare for it? Days Before Dead or something?
Doomsday Prepper?
Doomsday
Prepper.
Doomsday like,
Prepper.
Why is that even a thing? If they, you know what I mean?
I think it's after Walking Dead.
Yeah, probably.
I think Walking Dead was the first show that made everybody start thinking about like what would the apocalypse really be. And then they had like 2012 in there. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
And then everybody started
Everyone
like
thought
thinking
it was gonna die.
Yeah,
that's so stupid.
As
As a kid, I really thought that like I would not just wake up. Like it was so in my brain, like fuck. I was like saying, yeah, oh mom, this is the last day I'm gonna see you. And I was in like grade 5, so I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually still alive. Like this shit is fake. That was my first like conspiracy theory, like as
Yeah.
a kid, like that got into my brain.
I remember we had like an apocalypse party, me and my friends.
What the hell?
No, because it was supposed to be like 12, 12, 12, 12, 12 or something. Like it's 12, 12, 12. And we were outside at recess at 12 and we're waiting for 12, 12. And me and all my friends were just like in the field, right? I don't know why this was a song, but we played Give Me Everything Tonight by Pitbull and Neo. When we're all in a circle, everything tonight.
You're about to die.
'Cause all I know, there might not be tomorrow. And then we're all like holding hands and jumping and shit. And they're like, oh fuck, here he goes. And then nothing happened.
Yeah, that's so funny. As a kid, it's like, imagine a teacher seeing that, like, what, there's a ritual going on right now.
You know what's jokes?
Yeah.
In Rick and Morty, there's this thing. Rick pretty much brings Morty to apocalypse parties.
What?
So what happens, since they can travel through space and time, they would travel across the universe to worlds that are about to face their apocalypse. And since they're about to face their apocalypse and they know it's coming, everybody on the planet is what? Partying and shit, doing their last, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Loki, there's like a lot of like orgies and stuff going on.
Yeah.
But he would go out with Morty, bring him to like the next apocalypse
Don't kill
planet,
me.
and then they would do a whole bender of like apocalypse parties.
So sick.
Crazy.
That's low-key a sick storyline. Whoever came up with that.
It's really interesting because that would probably happen. Like mans would probably like, okay, if this is the day, let's like party.
Might as well.
You know?
Really? That's interesting. Yeah, because it's like, I think that no one's partying. Like, I think people are just stressing over
No,
it.
there's gonna be people.
There's gonna be people partying?
There's gonna be people like numbing themselves, you know what I mean? Like
Damn.
going out with a blast type of shit.
Damn.
Because realistically,
Yeah.
that's ideal, no?
Yeah.
I guess that would be ideal.
Probably.
In a sense of like joy or at least, I don't know, contentment.
Yeah.
But I guess there's different ways people can find that. A lot of people, I want to say the majority of people, that's how they find their enjoyment is through those like partying, clubbing or whatever, those type of experiences. Yeah. But some people are different. Some people, they find their joy out of like them sitting on a couch with a book.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that, but everybody has like their own flavor.
Facts. Have you seen Fusi2's vlogs?
He's going crazy, bro.
Fam, I'm telling you, he was in Toronto. I was actually telling like all my friends, like, if you like my girlfriends, if you're around him, like make sure you just don't.
Why is he gonna like harass them?
Yeah, most likely. Like, you know how he was in the airport and like he started kissing on like some girl and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, you gotta be careful with that because the camera will make them do some shit. So it's like, it's weird.
You think if Fuzi told you to do something crazy, you would do it on camera?
No, I probably wouldn't. Before I would probably, but because he was a cool guy back then. But now he's fucking insane. So I don't think he's.
This guy, he always like goes on a, I don't know what you would call it, like an arc in his life.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that is like, I don't know if it's a humiliation ritual again, but I feel like he's doing all this because he's trying to sell his soul and get that Kick deal.
Maybe.
Because you know how Kick is literally giving out millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And you know how the Illuminati, you can say Illuminati is a person who takes you and makes you a millionaire, right? Aiden is that guy, right? And I don't know if you've seen Charleston White.
Nah. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So Charleston White was very cautious of like what he was doing with Aiden because he said that he got brought to the house. What do you call this? There was rituals. There was there was every floor was another scene. So he would get used as a scene, and at the end of it, if he passed that test, he would get that $12 million deal. Charleston was so smart that they used him for content, and he said, "Fuck that, I'm out." He never got the deal because he knew. But he said he was like, yo, they sat me at the table. A girl to my left, a girl to my right. White girls, like I was eating nice, like they were buttering me up for something.
Damn.
So
So that's him saying like, yo, they're trying to get me.
They're trying to get to sign you feel me? So they have ownership of him.
Yo,
It's scary, bro.
That's scary, bro.
Yeah.
And it's especially scary when it's like packaged differently.
Yeah.
When it's packaged differently, and you'll see it a lot. That's why I try to preach as much as possible. Where really take in what you're consuming, because a lot of time the music you listen to, it may be packaged nicely, may feel good, but there's another agenda behind it. There's something else that's at play.
Yeah.
Because if you take it onto like a spiritual sense, can you see spirits? Not everyone.
Yeah, not
Most
everyone.
likely, like, you can't. So would you be able to see spiritual warfare?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But how would it be played?
The
You know what I
way-
mean?
yeah,
it
some-
would be played that way,
Yeah.
through frequency, through you doing an act that you think it may be, through some sort of deception. It would try to get you.
Yeah, bro.
And that's what temptation is. That's dead ass like what the devil is.
Yeah.
Is like,
His biggest lie was
Sneaky.
his biggest lie was convincing everyone that he doesn't exist,
exactly.
which is crazy. Like, oh man.
But fam, the more you just open your eyes to it and like you start to question, okay, these people take part in this thing and this is how it affects their lives. It may seem cool, but why am I trying to? Do I really want their life? You get me?
Yeah.
Like, we all know, a gangster life takes you down a path of
We know,
pain.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Violence and all of these things, tragedy.
Yeah.
So why does everybody aspire to do it? It's because the music is so tempting.
Yeah. That is true. It's
Like, you know, Lil Mabu, the white kid,
yeah.
and he actually makes really good drill music,
Mm-hmm.
like for real. But if you think about it, he came from a really good family.
So there's no reason.
There's no reason to it, but because it's trending and it's popular,
Yeah.
he wanted to take part in, and shit, he did find success, but
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked up.
I know. We all go through that though. But at the end of the day, it's like, I think you have to go through it to know at the end of the day, it's like, this is what I like. Because I'm not gonna judge if you fall for that temptation first, but at the end of the day, you have to realize like, oh, I'm only gonna smoke because I like it, you know? I'm not gonna smoke because they have something in their mouth that they're puffing out smoke, you know? Or it's like, I'm gonna drink because everyone else is drinking. You know, everyone falls for it at some point, but it takes a bigger person to realize like, okay, that's cool, I did it, but I don't really like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some people would just they'll go down, they would get addicted now. So now that literally a stupid friend influenced them, and now they're grown up
and they're like a drug addict or whatever.
now
it
they
may
have to
be.
get therapy, shit like
Yeah,
that.
like shit. Some people are addicted to lean, right?
Yeah,
and then that's terrible.
Yeah.
But it became a cool thing to hear in music. It's fucked up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it takes like one rapper to die, and then everyone's saying fuck lean, but it's too late. You know what I mean? Why couldn't we say fuck lean when we were
When it was popular.
When everyone obviously was going through fucking effects and side effects of it, bro. It's crazy.
But that's how it's gonna be always. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like, when something's hot, we're not gonna pay attention to the bad parts about it
Yeah.
until somebody starts questioning. And nobody likes to hear the person that's questioning shit.
Yeah.
And that's a sad truth. Like, nobody wants to hear the guy in the corner that's like, yo, is it actually good for us?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up, let's have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's people like that.
That's facts, bro.
Just a bitch asshole. You know what I mean? Like, there's people like that. Like,
That's exactly how they sound.
that's exactly how they would sound.
party.
Yeah.
Yo.
And at some point, I understand, like, yo, it should be a let's just have fun and relax thing. But at the same time, it's good to know yourself just so you're not deceived.
Yeah. I know, man.
Like, I never wish anybody to be deceived in their life. That's so, like, that's the worst thing, bro. Especially if you think you're doing something good for yourself.
Yeah. That's why it was good that you paged me about the Balenciaga shit. 'Cause
I
was
page
like,
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. It
'Cause
doesn't matter who.
a fake friend would have just let me wear that.
Yeah,
you
fam.
know?
Like, no, like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, you should be able to speak up to them and say your truth, right?
Yeah.
Because look, if you don't have a voice, then what's the point, right? Like,
yeah. And some people don't understand that. It's like if your friend pages you, that doesn't mean they're just like not looking out for you. Like, they're looking out for you.
yeah.
A real friend is like would page you for that
The
stuff.
people you don't care about are the people you don't even say words to.
Yeah.
Those are the people you don't care about, bro. You know what I mean?
You just hide it.
Yeah, but the people you really care about and it feels like you need to say something, that's when it matters the most. That's why, as hard as it sounds for some people, your parents, when they page you or like they kind of stress you out, sometimes it's coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
But it gets mixed up and miscommunicated sometimes, which is real.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes they don't know how to express it.
Yeah. And sometimes you just don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and
Like, it's
then
too
of
stubborn.
course, like, me being a teenager at the time and my dad telling me certain things, like I
You
wouldn't
think you
really
know it
want.
all.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to hear it. And that's the thing of like, Lo, just let me live, blah blah. But it's usually coming from a place of love. Usually,
Always.
right? But you have to be able to be open minded to that and willing to see where things land. The last thing you want is to just be fucking closed minded. Don't listen to nobody, and you end up not growing. And you just stay one person the rest of your life. That's the worst thing.
100. No growth. Oh, I see. No, I don't actually. I can't say it. But like one of my person I met at a party and stuff. Like, bro, he was so like, he's like our age, but he hasn't gone through experiences, right? So everything he does is like questioning, but it's like questioning as a kid. Like that's how protective bro's parents were. And it got so crazy because it's like I seen some parent at the door and it was his parents checking up on him. I'm like, bro, his parents walked down the street to check up on him as a 22-year-old is crazy. Like,
Damn.
Like, yo, you are so like, I wish you could just go out there and see the world.
Yeah.
I think he's so like, it was like talking to a baby family. He's like, yo, what is this? I'm like, what do you mean? What is this?
But like different strokes for different folks,
Yeah,
like
no,
everybody
real
has
shit.
their own kind of path.
Yeah.
And it just sucks when somebody wants a certain life and they can't get it. But it's a different thing from if they're content with it, and you shouldn't like fuck up or like hate on what they like. You know, because everybody has their own happiness. That's for them to decide. Like, you shouldn't be hating on like, oh, yo, he's blah, 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 blahing. Like, yeah, but is he happy? Is that what he wanted to do? Then shit, allow him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But another thing is when, let's say your friend is being held back and you care about him and want him to bring to what he is trying to achieve. That's a different thing. And that's good to like help your friend up and, you know, kind of push him in that direction.
You should be.
Yeah. Going back to the apocalypse thing, I just had a crazy theory.
Yeah, let me see.
But because this is in the Book of Revelation, I was talking to JJ.
Okay.
JJ studied theology,
Word.
and he pretty much said in the Book of Revelation, this is the biggest theory on it,
Okay.
that after death is like a purgatory until the coming of Christ again. This
Okay.
is like his theory. Now, what if life right now is purgatory? Like what you're experiencing right now.
Yeah, isn't it though? Because purgatory is the in between of heaven and hell. And would you say we're in purgatory? Because, yeah.
So what if until it's time for like the apocalypse or whatever
Yeah.
it may be, this is exactly what's supposed to play out.
Yeah.
And this is how it's playing out. But it's not like quote unquote important.
Oh, this is not important? I think
That's
this is
I
important.
don't know. It's just a theory though. It's just
No,
a theory.
because yeah, okay, you combine that theory with the blue beam theory.
Yeah.
That a fake Christ is gonna come in. Then as soon as that comes in, we're either gonna be transported up and down. So
Yeah.
right here, it's like this is super important.
yeah.
Because if there's no
if
middle,
you don't pick.
yeah, if there's no middle, people are not gonna, you know what I mean?
I don't like that theory.
Yeah.
I don't like that theory personally, but it's just interesting to think like, is this just like something that's playing?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Is like imagine like that shit is like just a video game. Like the Antichrist comes, he's like, yo, you have to choose your side. And then you know in 2K where you have to switch the
You just
controller.
pick, you just
yeah,
pick?
it's like, I'm
That's
gonna go
fucked.
heaven still.
That's fucked. Damn, bro. But if you think about it, when you make a decision, this is what's crazy. You know when you want to decide on something, but you can't really decide? So what do? There's a common thing. You flip a coin.
Oh yeah.
This is what they say, though. They say you don't actually know until the coin is in the air. And when it's flipping around,
Yeah.
that's exactly when you know what you want it to land on. When it's actually in the air flipping.
But you don't call it before.
You in your head know what you want it to land on.
Okay.
So even whatever pops up or even whatever the result is, while it's in the air flipping and you think like what you want it to land on,
Yeah.
that's exactly what you wanted to pick.
Word. That's kind of crazy.
Because it takes a throw up in the air or like almost a sense of urgency or I don't know, adrenaline. and mystery to really decide. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. In Banff, when we were driving around, there was this hitchhiker, right? And then
You picked him up?
No. We had an extra space in the car, but obviously, me knowing like these hitchhiker stories, I'm telling the guys like, yo, bro, that guy is probably crazy. Like, let's not pick him up. But we have an extra seat, literally perfect. It's a perfect extra seat in the car. So imagine like, I will flip a quarter, play rock paper scissors. I'm like, yo, we're not doing that, right? So I'm like, yo, good thing I had a gut feeling, because imagine that guy was a fucking murderer.
That would have been a different podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Damn,
like,
that would be a different podcast.
exactly. You never know.
Remembering Gavin, yo,
No,
that's fucked.
that's fucked.
That's fucked. Damn. Nah, but what's crazy though, imagine you did pick them up and you survived like whatever happened.
And I would tell him.
Crazy.
That would be a viral. That
That'd
would
be
a viral
so
video.
crazy, bro.
No, I don't know. What do you call it? That's a good transition into the story I'm about to tell.
Yeah.
So there's this girl named Mary Vincent.
Yeah.
And she was like a hitchhiker back in the 70s, and back then that was a popular thing, right? So I think she wanted to hitchhike from California back to Las Vegas, because Las Vegas is her home. And then she trusted this old guy because he looked like her grandfather, right?
Yeah.
So shit was going blessed, right? In the whole ride. And I think it got weird when the guy started like touching her face. And she's like, wait. Okay,
Yeah.
no, this is getting weird. Like, okay, there's nothing on my face. Like, you're saying that there's something on my face. There's nothing there, right? So rest of the ride, blessed, because she's sleeping. So when she wakes up from her nap, she looks around and they're at a gas station, and all signs are pointing, this guy is not taking me back to my home, right? And so she has the plan. The guy tells her, yo, I'm gonna go into the gasoline station and go pee real quick, and she's like, I bet. So as soon as he goes in, I'm gonna book it, right? So she sees her shoes are untied. She goes, ties them up real quick. Before she gets to lift her head back up, she gets hit in the back of the head with a sledgehammer.
Oh, fuck.
So this guy ends up taking her to the back of the truck, essays her.
Yeah.
And then she's telling him please stop doing this. If you let me go and release me, I won't tell.
Yeah.
So the guy, his exact words, because she got interviewed, he said, oh yeah, you want to be free? I'll let you free. He takes a hatchet out of his toolbox, cuts both her hands.
No.
So Mary is like this, like no hands, no more. So the guy, after he's done with that, he releases her into a ravine, fam.
What the fuck?
And taking this crazy, she survives all this.
Damn.
With no hands. She takes her whatever is left of her arms and puts it in mud to stop the bleeding. After she does that, she climbs down the ravine until she finds a couple.
That's fucked.
This couple takes her, helps her, and she
then
goes
she
to the
survived.
police station.
Yeah.
The guy gets arrested.
Holy shit.
Imagine surviving that, bro. That's fucking crazy. Mary Vincent, bro.
She's a trooper,
A
for real.
warrior.
For real.
Who would have think to put mud on your arms to stop the bleeding? I would have just accepted my fate. I go, realistically, fuck, I'm dead.
Damn. Yeah, because that's like arteries, bro.
Yeah, that's arteries.
Holy shit.
And she survived that. Good thing. That's real karma, bro. Like,
That's
that guy.
crazy. Nah, because a lot of people, they face like something so like you wouldn't even think they would survive. You know, American. No, it's not American Sniper. Fuck.
Where he had to cut off his arm?
No, that's Dave Franco.
Oh,
No, James Franco in
James Franco, fuck.
127 hours. That's
Oh,
different.
okay.
That's different.
Okay.
No, there's this guy. He was part of like a Navy SEAL team. This is true. This guy was on Joe Rogan.
Really?
And pretty much what happened, there was like a whole facility of like Taliban that were chasing after them through the woods, right?
the hell?
And there were six of them. One by one started dying off because getting shot,
Yeah.
whatever. They had to jump off a cliff. They had to jump off a cliff to try and escape
Yeah?
while they're shooting them.
What?
So he rolls down a cliff, right? I'm pretty sure he breaks like his legs or something.
Obviously, yeah.
And he survives. He's the last. Oh, it's called Lone Survivor.
Okay.
That's a movie. The movie's called Lone Survivor.
Yeah,
It's played
yeah.
by Mark Wahlberg. But this is a real guy. He pretty much crawls for 2 days.
Oh, 2 days?
2 days to a village, bro.
Nah.
So shot at, bleeding, legs broken, inching, literally inching, like 2 days.
That's fucked.
It's fucked, but he survived.
Damn.
It's called a lone survivor.
Yeah, but he still had his legs. They just couldn't work. They just like they were just
I'm
shot
pretty
down.
sure. Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure he's like starving, dehydrated,
Yeah,
everything.
Oh my
I can only
God.
imagine. But the Navy SEALs, they're different though,
Yeah.
right? They're like
They're supposed to. Yeah.
they're built for that shit, you know? They're kind of built for the feats of humans that we can't regularly do.
Not just physical, but emotional. Like, imagine seeing your guys like die in front of you.
I
Like,
know.
you have to be mentally and physically ready to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know if this is a true story or a movie, but some guy stepped on the landmine. Have you seen this?
I think I saw like a clip of it on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. So the guy stepped on a landmine and he's like, Sergeant, like, this might be my last day because if I take my foot off, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right? And then as soon as like the sergeant starts crying, like, no, we'll do it. And that landmine is staying there. Like, they can't fix it. All you see, he blows up and like, fam, that's his boy. Like,
I
you
know.
have to see that happen and like just giving up. I don't know. It's something about accepting fate where it hits harder because there's literally nothing you can do no more.
Yeah, you can't like control it.
Yeah. So it's like accepting fate is a crazy like emotion to go through because it's like, it's it. This is it.
Yeah.
Your real character comes out like, fuck.
That's sad, fam. And I always think, cause like I was gonna go to the military before, bro.
Which is fucking crazy.
But knowing me, like I wouldn't stop at a regular level. I would like go, yo, you know
Carlos
what?
comes back with hella tags.
Yeah, no, like the medals and
The
shit.
medals.
I'd be trying at least, you know. No, but my dad told me the reason like he put me in fighting and swimming and some other activities was because he wanted to train me to like be a Navy SEAL.
Really?
But obviously, I'm not gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I'm smart enough for that. You have to
Nah.
be like super. No, they're smart, bro.
Really?
No, they're genius.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like we think they're the jocks, dog. They're not the jocks.
I thought they were straight jobs.
No, bro. They're the elites of the.
So they
elites.
can beat me in chess type thing.
Fam, they can walk into a country,
Yeah.
learn the language in like 5-6 hours.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
They can go into a room, a building, memorize all of the windows, openings, doors, everything, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Fam, they're genius, right?
They're insane.
So like that's like a different level. I don't
Yeah,
think I was meant for that.
Nah.
At least, you know.
Hey man, you had a better purpose. God led you in a better light.
Yeah, low key.
Because it's like that life would be
maybe
fucking
it's not.
insane.
It's not. Yeah, then maybe like I wouldn't have. It would have been good for my mental health and shit.
Like
you know?
the benefits. Oh, there was one video too where it's like spot the real military person in the fake ones.
Oh, what?
And then one guy, he was like, he said some statement. It's like, ready. And then the guy the only one that got PTSD was that one guy, and he was like, fuck. And he's like, that's the guy right there.
Yeah.
Because everyone else was like, what? But nah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, you get benefits from it and shit like that. But fam, the
It's like
PTSD
drilling. It's literally kind of brainwashing though.
Yeah.
Because to be in the military is for you to listen to orders. That's what it is, and that's why I didn't go in. No, that's the only reason I didn't go in.
Yeah.
Like I was ready to go. Like I'm high key like enlisted, but I just never like completed my training and stuff. But fam, the biggest thing was I just hated listening to orders. Hated listening to people after.
Yeah, imagine you, hands up, fuck that. And then you're like, fuck that.
So I literally took I went detour, fam.
Yeah.
So I was going on my way to listening.
Yeah.
And I just stopped listening to everybody.
Oh my god! Remember you said right now you're at like a prime where you're just like, oh yeah, you're doing stuff that maybe you want to do stuff that you're weak at,
Yeah.
so you can improve. And I remember this guy could tell me, he's like, yo, I was in acting classes and it felt like school. Fuck that. I didn't want to. It felt too much like school. So imagine your biggest weakness is school. Go and you're that bored. Imagine Carlos going back into school just to do it.
That's different. That's different level.
But you're weak at it though. You're weak. It always breaks you down.
Yo, low key, I'm not gonna lie. But I was good at school until a point.
Yeah.
Until a point. But high key, I was only good at school because there was classmates.
Oh, so you weren't bored? Yeah.
No,
Why?
because my classmates did my work.
Oh, this guy finessing.
No, for real. Like I don't think, Like personally,
Yeah.
if it was all up to me, like, and I had to do every single assignment myself, I had to learn kind of like myself.
Yeah.
Haki, I don't know if I could even.
Did you have
do
like
that good.
ADHD? Like you couldn't focus, or is like you it just
No,
wasn't
I don't think I have ADHD. People
Okay.
say that.
Yeah.
Like Steph thinks I have ADHD. I don't think so.
Nah, I don't know.
But I think it was just a matter of like I'm just bored. Like I hate if it doesn't interest me, I don't want to do it. But I'm very obsessive though. So like if you put me in a hobby I really like, I obsess with it. And you know this.
Facts, bro.
So it literally just takes me to be in something that I really truly enjoy and I'll excel in. But I think that's what everybody's like. Everybody like they'll really truly excel in what they love and enjoy.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell everyone to just follow their passion or follow like what they truly want. Because money aside, fucking career-wise aside, family aside, everything like that, how do you want to live like every day?
Yeah.
What's more important, like the ending where you're happy for the last few years of your life with the, I guess, the career that you made grinding, or is it the journey, the day to day, where I'm happy day to day working, enjoying experiences, and every day feels like a vacation, or every day feels like fulfillment.
Yeah.
What's more important, bruh?
Yeah, that's true. And it's crazy because like the big corporate like the 9-to-5s, I seen something where it's like never stay in a corporate setting for more than 5 years if you haven't got a raise or a bonus. Cause bro, I remember there's this guy that spent his whole life at Wendy's, right?
Yeah.
And like maybe 32 years. And to celebrate, they gave him a bag, like a goodie bag.
Yeah.
of,
Oh, I
like-
heard about this
of
actually.
maybe like the lamest shit, like maybe a sticker of Wendy's, of
Yeah, that was fucked.
a cup.
It was like a t-shirt.
Yeah, a mug, a
Yo,
t-shirt.
that's fucked.
And I would rather not get anything than disrespect me like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's kinda
I
fucked.
gave
That's
my
kinda
whole life up to you, and you're just giving me a goodie bag.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's
messed up.
insane.
But at the same time, that's his. That was his choice, right?
Yeah, yeah. And which I liked. He was grateful for it. Like maybe he is the happiest person. Maybe you feel me?
Maybe that's what he loves. Yeah.
That's
Who
what he
knows? Who
loves.
knows? Maybe
Exactly.
he actually fucks with that.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
And it's not for us to realize someone else's happiness.
To judge, yeah.
Yeah, like we can't tell what he's going through.
Facts.
We don't know. Maybe that makes him happy because family worked there before and it feels nostalgic to him. There's whole storylines, bruh. Like everybody has a storyline that we didn't see, and why are we to judge from what we're seeing at the end of it? There's backstories, there's character arcs, there's so many different parts of somebody's life that we want to judge a small portion of it. We don't even know the ending of it.
Hondo, man.
We don't even know where it's headed, but you're trying to judge like a little bit here and there.
Facts.
Worry about your own story.
I know, man. People are what do you think they're gonna think of me? You shit like that.
Exactly, bro. You're worried about like who somebody casted in their life.
Yeah.
Fam, cast yourself a baddie in your life, you know?
Damn.
Don't worry about his directing,
Facts, bro.
right? Like everybody's so easy to this shit is cool. Look at those lamos. Fuck that. Those lamos, if they're having fun, you're the lamo because you're the one that's hating. You're the one that's like unhappy because obviously if you're judging, you're unhappy.
Yeah, it's just insecurity at the end of the day. Facts, bro.
Real talk, bro. I don't know. I feel like that's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Whenever I
'Cause
see somebody-
I can see you get like visually mad. Yo, why are you judging?
I know. So it cheese me like, and what? This is so stupid,
Because
bro.
you'll page me for some shit too. And I'm like, but that makes sense. Like changing one person's perspective at once.
Yeah, like, and the more you should call out people for that. To be honest,
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then it's just gonna become regular, and then everybody starts doing it.
Yeah.
And what kind of society is that shit when everybody starts judging each other? That's terrible.
The main thing where it's like some if you have a friend group, and I've heard like some friend groups have like boys that will be like they'll say some out of line shit like about girls, and like their boys are not even gonna step up and say anything.
Because it's cowardly.
Yeah, it's cowardly. That's what I'm saying. But it's like that guy is in your group, fam. So it's like if he goes down, you go down with him just because you didn't change.
Exactly. Cheese me, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be a coward, bro. Don't be a
Don't
coward,
be a coward.
man.
Page your friends. That's good.
Have courage, still.
Yeah.
Have courage.
I'll lie. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's end it there.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching this episode of the Jumper Zone Podcast. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, I dropped my tote bags. If you guys want to go cop it, link in the description below.
Yes, sir. Make sure to go on Apple, Spotify, download. Keep downloading these episodes, man. We love you guys, bro.
And Jumpers Jump out.
Deuces.